Ah, this is a summary. It's not the actual law. I don't know why. I really can't understand why I can't find it. But yeah, required instruction. So they're legislating what can happen in K through 12 education in Florida, and it says required instruction. The bill defines individual freedoms based on the fundamental truth that all individuals are equal before the law and have inalienable rights. Accordingly, required instruction, instructional materials, and professional development in public schools must be consistent with the following principles of individual freedom. No person is inherently racist, sexist, or oppressive, whether consciously or unconsciously, solely by virtue of his or her race or sex. No race is inherently superior to another race. No person should be discriminated against or receive adverse treatment solely or partly on the basis of race, color, national origin, religion, disability, or sex. Meritocracy or traits such as hard work ethic are not racist, but fundamental to the right to pursue happiness and be rewarded for industry. A person, by virtue of his or her race or sex, does not bear responsibility for actions committed in the past by other members of the same race or sex. A person should not be instructed that he or she must feel guilt, anguish, or other forms of psychological distress for actions in which he or she played no part, committed in the past by other members of the same race or sex. The bill authorizes discussion and curricula in an age-appropriate manner regarding topics such as sexism, slavery, racial oppression, racial segregation, and racial discrimination. However, the bill specifies that instruction and curricula may not be used to, quote, indoctrinate or persuade students to a particular point of view inconsistent with the principles of individual freedom or state academic standards. That's like a summary. Okay.
That sounds pretty awesome so far.
Yeah, you like that, huh? What do you like about it?
Well, and especially in the very beginning, I mean, I can't remember the exact wording right now, but the message that I got from that is that you can't pass a judgment on anyone based on color of skin. So you can't make any assumptions about how they think just from their skin color, and you can't make any assumptions about their guilt, for things in the past just because of their skin color. That's what I understood in the very beginning. Can you reread that very first part? Because I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, let me read that to you. So the bill defines individual freedoms based on the fundamental truth that all individuals are equal before the law and have inalienable rights. Accordingly, required instruction, instructional materials, and professional development. That's what they're talking about, okay? In public schools. They're talking about what instructional materials and development can be offered in schools. Must be consistent with the following principles of individual freedom. And then they list all those different principles. So the one that you were talking about was a person should not be instructed that he or she must feel guilt, anguish, or other forms of psychological distress for actions in which he or she played no part, committed in the past by other members of the same race or sex.
Can you send me the link real quick? Because I just
Yeah,
want to look at it.
sure.
That way I can
Um,
highlight.
yeah, let me send it. I'll put it in our chat here, our private chat here.
I guess I gotta read the first part for it to make sense. The bill specifies that subjecting any individual as a condition of employment, membership, certification, licensing, credentialing, or passing examination to training, instructions, or any other required activity, or subjecting any K through 12 public education student or employee or to training or instruction that espouses, that's a freaking mouthful, that espouses, promotes, advances, what is that? What is that word?
I do want to
Inculates.
talk
What
to
the
you
hell's
about the
inculates? What does
fact.
that mean?
I do want to talk to you about the fact that it's a mouthful after you're done. But like,
Yeah,
yeah, that word you're
yeah,
looking
it
at
is
there is inculcates.
oh,
Inculcates.
inculcates. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
It means
Or
like to
compel.
like.
Go ahead.
It means to like. Let me just give you the accurate definition. It means to instill by persistent instruction.
Oh, got it. Or compel such an individual to believe the following concepts. Okay, got it. And it goes, and then the part that I liked is a person by virtue of his or her race, color, national origin, or sex is inherently racist, sexist, or oppressive, whether consciously or unconsciously. Like I thought that was a fantastic sentence because that's one thing that I find, that a lot of, I know you don't like the word woke, so we'll say social justice, academics.
I'm actually fine with the word
I don't know
woke,
if that's
brother. I
a,
never said I don't like the
oh,
word woke. You could say woke, but like the meaning of the word,
yeah,
right? Like has been very recently or people have tried to transform it anyway. It hasn't really changed for black people because we've been using it for like literally decades. So like it hasn't really changed for us. It just changed for people who are just learning it now. And somebody tried to change the meaning, and then that was accepted by people who don't know any better. So you're welcome to
but
use
yeah,
it in that way if you want, but like that's the
yeah, cool.
true nature of the word. Yeah, go ahead.